from all around your lawn. I'm here to tell you how
Good morning and welcome back to the GDFL Netball Show. Joining us now as our guest speaker, we have from Geelong West, Jane Neil. Welcome, Jano.
Thank you.
Well, I sort of know everything that's sort of going on down at West, but I guess this is about letting everybody else know what's going on down there. So we had a great start to the year against Anarchy in an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, but we laid down.
Which nearly came across as a grand final to us because
It was good.
It was a really exciting game. What's happened since then? Because obviously we haven't played the greatest netball since then.
We've really struggled with injuries lately. We've lost Ash to a knee in mid-court. Nat, one of our key defenders, she's done her ankle against Winchelsea.
Yep.
So second or third round. And Erica, our other key mid-court, has also had to leave the club. So
So in saying that, okay, those injuries have happened at the start of the season now, girls. Where are they at now?
I think Nat isn't too far away. Ash is done for the season, which is really unfortunate. She's coming back from a knee reco. And yes, at Erica, she's done for the rest of the season. So.
Yep. So Erica's moved.
Yes.
Yep. Our little Kiwi.
So she's moved as in moved away or just moved away from West?
She's moved away.
She's moved to Hamilton Island.
Oh, as you would, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's far enough.
Well, we've asked her to fly back just about
you?
every week to come and play.
I don't think that'll happen, Fee.
No. And look, next year I think she's aiming to go back to New Zealand as well because she's from New Zealand and this was her second year here. But a few people that we're missing and has made a huge difference and dent.
So you're bringing them up at the moment from what, B grade, C grade, what,
Yeah,
just B grade?
We're just trying to fill the voids basically, but we're a little bit reluctant to pull people from other sides because they are working quite well.
Yeah.
So that's something we've got to consider as well, I guess.
And I guess as a coach I probably know a little bit more.
Come on, Fee, spill the beans. Don't hold it from us.
Than what Jane does. That Gail and I have been in talks for the past couple of weeks, just trying to make out what's going to happen.
So what's going to happen, Fee?
Jana, where are you going to be? You generally play.
I'm generally defence, but I think I'm being called back into the mid-court.
Yep.
In A grade, yes.
Bit of a flashback from a few years ago, but it's a good challenge. I enjoy it anyway.
Absolutely.
So we've still got Jessie Hayes as one of our key mid-court players who still be there. We've still got our shooters who hopefully can pull it together. Nat.
I mean, we're not going to lie about this, are we, girls? It's just a case of you're in a desperate situation. It's fair to say probably this year's just going to be be the end all and just play as you can and fill in the voids as you can. But fair to say that a win is a bit far off at the moment, do you think?
Yeah, I think we're still trying to find the balance, and that's the biggest problem with filling voids is trying to find that win. Because we'll play really good netball for half a quarter, and then just not having that rhythm that other teams have.
But bringing like people in all the time, in and out and out, and I mean, your balance is going to be upset, you know, regardless of what you do.
People playing 4 games in B grade and then having to come up and play in A grade is just a huge ask.
Well, we did that last year, and I mean, look what happened to us, bottom of the ladder. Not saying that you guys end up on the bottom of the ladder, but it's hard, and I know how hard it is for you.
There are plans coming in the next couple of weeks, and
anything you can fill us in on, Fee? Come on,
not at the moment. Look, they will be happening, and as Jane said, it's not about splitting up our C and B grade players because they have really started to gel and play really well, and if you take that away from them right now, it's starting again for all the grades, whereas it's just starting again for A grade.
And you, Jane, yourself, don't mind going up to A grade at this point in time?
Yeah, I don't mind stepping into the mid-court. It's something that I've done in the past for A grade a couple of years ago. I only became a defender in B grade last year.
Yeah.
So it's really not too big a stretch for myself. Fitness-wise, got to work on that. But
it's all right, another 3 laps around the oval won't hurt you, will it, Jane?
Oh God, don't tell Gail. But the rest of it, it's fine. It's just about getting back in the rhythm again with Jess, basically.
Yeah. Look, and I think Jess was happy talking to have Jane in the mid-court with her. I think that's been a bit of a worry on her mind, and she was supposed to be here.
And how's the morale? Like, how's the morale with all the girls? Like, it's disappointing to have so many injuries and people out, as you say. The morale you're still building it up on people and still, you know.
I think personally myself, I've sort of I mean, the team is really important, and we're just trying to do our bits. And for myself, I've gone back into just working what I can do to try and sort of fill the voids as best as I can, which includes going into the mid-court. So morale is pretty good. I mean, we're always pretty up and about anyway. We've got no disillusions about where we are. And we know what we've got to work and what we've got to work towards, and we understand that. So it's not like we're looking for a top 4 spot or anything like that.
No.
We know what we're doing.
It's a case of getting through the season as best as you can and performing to the best of your ability, isn't it?
We do have a couple of goals, I guess, as a whole club, not as just an A grade side. Jano,
we're really working. We recognise that our D grade is quite strong, and even our C grade, they're really putting some good performances together.
Yeah.
Where are they on the ladder, girls?
D grade, I think 4th on the ladder, and C grade, I think 5th. I think they're still
okay, so they're halfway.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. And for me, we're kind of looking at building them and really working with them and showing them everything that we can.
Yeah,
and working as a club more than just a team orientated.
Yeah.
And last year, I think it was an aim of the team, of the club, to get someone into finals. And last year we did that with D grade, making the finals, and that's without stacking any teams. I know that sometimes when you look at other clubs, you can notice that they have absolutely outstanding players who could be playing in A grade in just about any other club who are down in those lower grades. Because
your Ds and Cs, they're pretty much the same as last year, aren't they? Like, you've kept all those girls and they've all stayed together. So their ability to work as a team would be instrumental to you guys, like being down there.
Yeah, and Gail's done a really good job at working with them, and you know, Gail as a coach has worked so much with juniors and brought juniors up through and taught them from basics, and I think that's what started at our club again. This is her 3rd year there, and the aim is this year, last year it was to get 1 team in the finals, this year it's to get 2.
Okay, so you're nearly there. You're actually, halfway through the season, you're nearly there.
I think that it could happen.
Can happen.
Girls have to keep turning up to training, girls have to keep performing. Yeah. And hopefully there's no more injuries.
I know. Look, that's what we said at the start of the season, didn't we? Like, with everyone, like Werribee Central's, Winchelsea, the same sort of thing. I mean, we said it to everyone, at the end of the day and at the end of the season, it all comes down to injuries and how people and how many girls are actually in the team. It's fitness and all that too. So let's hope by the end of the season you guys have really picked up and your hurt players have come back and, they'll get there.
I think having Nat back will make a huge difference back into defence.
She's that height that we've been missing.
She's got the height, she's got the jump, she's got fitness.
So who would be working with Nat in defence?
Holly.
Holly. She's been playing well lately actually, Holly, hasn't she?
Yeah, she's really stepped up a lot, especially with Nat missing, she's had to take a brunt of the defensive work, and she's done really, really well in that.
Yeah. So your centre court players, you're back into the centre court.
Yeah, I'm floating between defence and centres at the moment.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, as I said, once it's all set in, I'll be able to disclose what's happening. But
I'll have to wait another couple of weeks for that fee.
Well, yeah, they could. Some of the changes might be happening today, but we'll wait.
Okay, we'll have our spies out.
No, not a problem. Well, Jane, thanks so much for coming in. Although I answered half the questions there, because I know probably no one.
Sorry, she likes to boss around. She likes to be the voice.
I'm used to it.
Yeah. And we'll be back after the break.
We are the Raiders from all around your lawn. We're here to tell you how football is strong.